Hello everyone and welcome to another week system tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be building a simple subscription system, and for the authentication we won't be using the latest tools of Laravel in Laravel 8 and 9 like the Laravel Breeze and Fortify. Instead we'll be working with Composer UI so we can incorporate bootstrap into our project. This is just to get us to understand how the subscription logic works. Okay, so right about now I'm going to create a new Laravel project. I'm just going to copy this command from here. Okay, wait a while for this to finish the installation. So our Laravel project has just finished installing. What we want to do right now is open it up with VS Code. Okay, so what we want to do right now is navigate into our terminal. We want to make sure we are in the correct folder. Okay, so right about now we will be using paystack as our payment integration. When users pay, they are allowed to view certain resources in our application. Just a very simple logic. So I'm just going to head over here to adjust my .env details. Okay, so right here in the database I can call this alright. So we'll be making use of an old package for the front end, just something simple, and that will require us having this. So we're going to be running Composer UI. I could take this out to just get us the latest version. I already have paystack opened. I've already created an account with paystack and I actually have a key. The next thing I want to do is head on to the package for Laravel, the package for paystack, sorry, by Unicode or Unicode developer. So I'm going to require this package in my application. Let's make sure we're in the right folder. Okay, the UI scaffold just finished installing. The next thing I want to do is use bootstrap as my UI. Okay, I could use this with the auth, so it comes with the auth authentication. Okay, so I need to do npm install and run dev. So this is going to generate for me the needed routes. Okay, I could go ahead now and run this application, but before I do that I would like to specify where I would want to do this. So let's do this always at 1212 ports, as we can see here. Okay, I am not on the right directory, that's why I got that error. So let's take a look at our application. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So if you notice, we have broken CSS. We'll be fixing that just in a second. Alright, so as we have that going, we could also install the paystack package. This will enable us implement the logic of subscription. This is going to handle payments and all of that. So I'm just going to copy this right now, head on to my project, make sure I'm in the right folder. Just to confirm, hope I've not run that before. Okay, yeah, I just did. So I should go into the next step. The next step after running this command, this is automatically done for Laravel versions 5 point upwards, I believe. So we need to publish some components. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is scroll down to where we have usage, and we need to copy these details for our .env file. Just head below and paste that in there. Okay, we can change this to our email. And the public key and secret key, we can retrieve that from here. This is the public key. I'm deleting this account after this tutorial, so this public key will not be useful should you want to copy it. Okay, so from the documentation, one of the next things we want to do is get this route. We want to implement this route in our project. This is the pay route. This is what is going to be called. And let's make let's call this subscribe. Okay, so the subscribe page, let's make a controller to handle the views. Okay, and we can do that by just creating a simple controller. Okay, so this controller is going to be responsible for returning certain views for us. This is just to keep our job clean and tidy. Right, so within the controllers, I'll have page controller, and here I just want to have, this should return me subscribe. Okay, so that's a page and I also need another controller called the payment controller, so I can simply do that by having the same command. This is for paystack now. So paystack package already offers some code, boilerplate code to use within the payment controller, which we will be making use of. So we can just replace all of that. So when the pay endpoint post request is run or happens within the application, it calls on that. So they also have a sample of the form. We could make use of that. Scroll a little bit down. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to copy this, and we are going to be pasting this in the subscribe. Alright, so but before we do this, we need to make sure we are on the correct layout. Okay, just going to hold down my Alt key, copy that, go to the subscribe, paste this here, take this and bring it right here. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, so we have a get request subscribe. This is going to return us a blade, and this is within that blade. Let's just take a look at it. Okay, alright, so let's do subscribe. Okay, okay. One of the things we need to do within the blade is adjust some of the parameters here. We can take out this, and that's all. Let's try that again. Okay, but we have a little issue here, and that issue is we do not have bootstrap properly implemented. So let's take a look at that. Okay, I think the next step from here is to do npm run dev. This, I believe, is going to properly make our UI appear better. So let's refresh this page. Okay, here we go. So we just have a simple button here. Immediately we hit this, it's going to call. Okay, this happens because this is actually Laravel 8, and we always need to call the controller at the top here. Okay, so this is going to be page controller. I need to do this for the home page also, I believe. Okay, the payments controller shouldn't be this way. So let's take a look at it. Sorry about the errors. Payments controller. Okay, method pay does not exist. Let's take a look at our method. Does pay exist? No, it doesn't. Okay, let's go back to our documentation. Okay, so from the documentation, it's not supposed to be pay, but redirect to gateway. So let's take a look at that again. Okay, so I believe we just need to clear the cache to make the application recognize our public and private keys. So let's take a look at the form again. So this is just a default email that is sent, and this bill is sent, which is 800 kobo, because whatever value we put here is going to be in kobo. Okay, so let's refresh our page and try again. Okay, and let's take a look at our payments. Alright, all we can do is we're going to dive dump the error. Okay, resulted in 404 not found, invalid split code. Okay, the split code isn't necessary, so we can always take it out. Okay, so I think this is where I need to work on. So let's try this again. Refresh our page. A lot of fields are hidden right here. So let's click on pay. This should hit our paystack. Good. So this is what we need. Alright, so we have a page here. Let's create another page called marketplace. Even though it doesn't exist, we're going to create that page. We have our page controller. We're going to call it marketplace. Okay, let's try to fix this issue with the bootstrap not really affecting. I really don't know why. Let's try to troubleshoot that a little bit. Okay, if that doesn't work, just a minute. Maybe I just need to run this one more time. Okay, so we're going to have currently some users can register on the system. And when they register, they could pay for some packages, and our system has to have a record of each user's subscription. So we are going to have a subscription statement. We can do that simply by having a model called subscriptions or user subscriptions, which is going to carry the user ID and also the subscription packages. And the packages are what already exists within the system. So we're going to be making two models, subscription packages going to make a migration for this and also a controller for this. Okay, let's wait a while for. Alright, so subscription package, then we could have user subscription. So in the subscription package, we just want to have the names of our subscription packages. I'm going to head on now to our migration file. Here I'm going to have table, let's call it a string, give it a name, title, let's give it a duration. Could have a logo if we want. Okay, we could have a status. Okay, so each subscription package is unique. For the user subscriptions, we are going to be having a relationship, which is going to be user ID, and we'll be having expiry date. This could be date field, or we could just make it a string. I have my reasons, expiry dates, so we have the user ID, we also have the subscription package ID, and you find the relationship here also. Okay, this is supposed to be users, this is supposed to be okay. So we have the user, the subscription package, and the respective expiry date. Sometimes we could still have status. things in check. It will be default to active. Alright. Okay, so since the user subscription table has some columns that are dependent on the subscriptions table, so the subscriptions table has to be run first. Okay, let's take a look at our npm install and see how it's going. Okay, let's do npm run dev again. No reason why it's actually breaking. Okay, let's do an npm run dev again to get a better looking UI. Okay, so those are the two items, but for simplicity I could also create a seeder for the subscription packages. You can also make a simple, okay, I think I need to attend to something here. Okay, so I think I have my okay. Quite funny. My CSS is empty. Okay, I don't know why I'm having an empty app.css. So let's get back to this. So let's make a seeder for the users. Okay, and let's make like 2 or 3. Let's make a couple of users. Okay, so for the users we need the name, the email, the password. Okay, and head on to our seeders, paste that here. So for the password, okay, so this is going to create for us a new user. Okay, I'm going to be adjusting something else here. I'm just going to call this type. And as a default is going to be subscriber. Okay, let's head on to so this is Vicky Boy. tutorial girl. So 2 users, the same password. Let's head on to a subscription seeder. I'm going to be doing the same thing, but there are different fields: logo, status. You can put this status to active. Okay, so the title is going to be silver package. The logo is going to be silver PNG, and duration, you can call this 1 month. Let's have 3 packages. Okay. This is going to be gold package. Okay, just a second. Okay, I'm missing out something here. So here I'm going to be putting this in the subscription packages. This is going to be duration 2. We're going to need so each user can have a particular type of subscription, and this subscription determines how the user will access the different packages we have. But we need some packages on the system. So now we have packages, we have subscription packages, and we also have user subscription. Okay, so let's go ahead and do packages. Okay, let's have a migration for it and also a seeder. So these packages will have categories. They could be silver, they could be gold. So users who have a silver package or gold package can't access or can access some kind of product. So the products are just there within the system. Okay. Alright, so let's head on to packages. Here we'll just have, similar to this, a title and a description. We're going to have a title, a logo, and a description. Title, logo, description of the package. That's basically it. So in the subscription packages, now we have package. We're going to do a little bit of this. We're going to do a little bit of a title, a logo, and a description. So in the package, title, logo, this is description. Alright, so the title is going to be, let's call this NFT1, NFT2, NFT1, and NFT2. Okay. The description is going to be similar, say uploaded to marketplace by admin. Okay, so these two things are uploaded to the marketplace by the admin. So users who have the silver package can access all silver products per se. Okay, so one of the things we want to do here is, so we're trying to keep this all simple. So I thought about this, and let's just have type. What type of product is this? So here we're going to say, let's say Mr. Man is silver, Mr. Man is gold. I have 4 more products. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, so this product is a silver product. Let's say it's a silver product, also silver product, just 1 gold product. Let's make that 2. Let's be fair. So we have NFT5, NFT1, 2, 3, 5, 4. This is gold. Alright, so one of the things I love to do when it comes to path, I like to, when it comes to path for logos or pictures, I like to always reference the app URL. So I already have the app URL configured, so we could just do this. Alright, so let's do this also for the subscription packages, where we have a logo. Okay, let's call these sub packages. The app URL already has a / as we can see here. Okay, so we don't need to add another. So that goes for the subscription packages. The users, we're all good. For the users, we are going to make an additional user. This will be the admin. We're going to call it the administrator, admin at mail, admin password. Going to be the password. Okay, so we have some packages, we have some subscription packages, which is gold and silver. Then we have a couple of users. Okay, let's go create a page for our marketplace. But before then, since we are having issues with Bootstrap, we could just go get the CDN and link it up. That's not a major concern right now. Okay, here we go. So instead of this, let's have this and have some peace in the land. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, this is good. This works for us. Okay, so let's go to marketplace. Okay, marketplace should not still be returning what it is returning. Okay, let's head on to subscribe and wrap this in a container, which is very responsible to do. And let's just make this container a little bit further apart, and right in our views, let's have marketplace. Okay, in our page controller, let's also have marketplace, returning marketplace. Alright, let's head on to our view. Marketplace returns markets, and this one also marketplace. Alright, so our page controller is going to need a couple of models. These models are going to include the packages. We have package, yeah. Why? Because within the marketplace we're going to have packages, and they'll be coming from the package, and we'll be trying to get the latest, and we'll be trying to pass that within the view. We also need the subscriptions, the user subscription. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's run some migration, but before then let's make sure our seeders work correctly, and to do that we need to head on to our seeders, our major database seeder, and here we're going to call within the major database seeder one of the seeders. This is seeder. Okay, we'll do the same for the package seeder. We'll do the same for subscription package seeder. We'll do the same for user seeder. Okay, so 3 seeders will be needed. Okay, right about now what we want to do is go ahead and reset. Let's take a look at how this page appears. Okay, good. This is all right. We need to go into our PHP MyAdmin. Okay, can't use that. Let's take a look at this. Alright, So we have subscription DB. I'm not sure we have run any migrations yet. Okay, we haven't, just to be sure. So subscriptions DB, let's go create ourselves a new database called subscription DB. Okay, so let's see if we can run a migration without any issues. But before then, let's take a look at this. So we have type default subscriber. We have to head on to our model user and add that to the list type. Okay, so for the users, we believe everything should go smoothly. For password, recovery, failed jobs, and subscription, we have title, logo, duration, integer spelled correctly, user subscription, which relates to the user subscription package ID. Then we have packages. We have description, but remember in the packages we added type, so we need to specify that also. Alright, so let's do a migration for this. Wow, that's surprising. Everything migrated successfully. So let's see if we can run a couple of seeders. But before then, let's take a look at the order. So we need to have some users in the system before we have user subscriptions and the subscription packages. Okay, this should run without any issue. Okay, good. We have a problem here. This tells us database seeders hash not found. Wow. Okay, let's troubleshoot. So I needed to include this class hash to support that. So let's try this again. Wow, successfully. That's cool. Okay, so with this we should be able to take a look at a list of our packages. Could do a for else and say packages package could have a card, show us the name, title rather. Okay, but before then, let's do a little bit of looping. Let's display 3 in a row. Okay, and then stick this up in here. Let's bring this down in here. Let's take this up in here. Let's put a little bit of shadow to get things all spicy, you know. Okay, and we can make them clickable, but for now let's just let that be. Let's take a look at this. Instead of having this automated email here, let's try to take a look at who is logged in and pick that person's email. And for the subscription package, instead of having this, okay, first off, we don't need all of this, we don't need all of this, we don't need all of this. Okay, so let's do from group. Let's have a drop down, first a label. Okay, select subscription type. Okay, and let's have a select our option of silver. I believe silver should be 1. Should be gold. This is going to be subscription package selected by the user, and so whatever is being selected, let's see how we can compress this. It costs 2,000 naira for the silver package and 3,000 naira for the gold package, and we're going to call this amount currency, quantity. This should go, order ID doesn't matter. So if I run this command, it's actually going to break this page. Let's put things in perspective a little bit. Let's say we have deflex, or rather we're going to protect this page with auth middleware. So we can't access this if we are not. Okay, let's take a look at our marketplace. Okay, this is nice, but we just need to add a little bit of bottom padding to get it all in perspective. Okay, this works. So let's register. Let's put in a password. Let's generate a password, make things easy for us. This takes us to the home page. So if we're in the home page, you can actually go to the subscribe page. Yes, and let's touch a little bit on our drop down, make it look cute. Add a class from control. Okay, but you are not paying for this text. Let's just change this. We'll say subscribe for a package today. Alright, so this is going to send a payment request with this amount. Alright, so when it sends this amount, we need a unique item here called the callback. We need the callback. It's called the callback URL, and the value is going to be this. Okay, we're going to call this call this callback. Do in a .env file. Okay, that's alright. Let's just go ahead. Callback URL. Let's call this register subscription. So this is going to be a GET request coming back from our server. So we need to make sure we are able to arrest that when that comes. We can handle that with the payments controller also. It will be a GET request and register subscription. Let's take a look at the payments controller again. Handle callback. We need this. Okay, but let's just duplicate this. Let's just make it a little bit simple. Register subscription. This is like a rule to make sure this person actually paid and doesn't just spoof this endpoint and try to get a free subscription, you know. Okay, so let's refresh this. Subscribe for a package today. We have silver, we have gold. Let's select silver. Let's hit pay, see what happens. Okay, I should see my email. I should see the amount 2000. This is good. So let's cancel, go back, refresh this. Let's stay with pick gold. Alright, so the same email was 3000. Okay, so let's do a successful payment. Now there's going to be a callback. Good, this callback comes back and we have all of these details. Very, very important. This is what actually registers the user subscription. So we're going to head on to our controller. Okay, here we're going to use a model. This model is going to be user subscription. So for the user subscription, we need the user ID, the user package, the expiry dates. These are the things we need. And since we're going to be writing into the user subscription, we need to protect this. Protected, guarded, payment controller. Head on here. So for simplicity, let's just do this. So we need all of these items. We need this model. We need to write them here. Okay, so subscription. We're going to be creating. If you don't want multiple subscriptions, you could actually use update or create. So we could do Shift I, home, and alright. So the subscription ID comes from payment details. From payment details, we are heading on to data. From data, we are heading on to, this is what helps us know what we're taking from data. We're going to amount. We are also going to customer. I'm going to email. These are the two things we need. So for us to get the user ID, we need to query our user table for this fellow. Okay, so for us to query the table, we need to say, oh, let's find the user who has this email, and I better find this email. So we have the payment details, to data, to customer, to email. To simplify matters, we could just take this upwards, the email, we'll find this guy and use it here. The user ID. Now for the subscription package, we need to get the amount. For the amount, we go to data. We don't need to get into the customer's data. All we need is amounts. So we have the amount here, but the next thing we need to do is do another query. Now there is a type of subscription so we have the subscription package where I believe we have an amount here. So you could do this logic anyhow you please. Okay, we have the silver. Okay. One of the things we have to add here is amount. Sorry about that. Amount. What it costs. This costs 2,000. This costs 3,000. And in the subscription packages, we're going to have, apart from the duration, we have amounts. What does it cost? The reason for that is so when our callback comes here, we can query the amount. So now the subscription is going to be where the amount is the amount. Gets a little bit quirky here, but I know you get the picture. So from here we could just do subscription ID. Now for the expiry dates, we could actually do this. We have a function in Carbon to do Carbon now and months. We do subscription duration. So the duration is 1 month. It's going to take today's dates. Carbon. So what issues? Okay, so this is going to pick out the email, pick out the amounts, use the amount to query the subscription packages, get the user, register this, and if this is successful, let's have our successful page. But we are supposed to do this. We direct to success. But let's just comment this out, waiting to when we're gonna use it. Okay, so I believe we need to run some seeders or migrations again. Let's do migration, migrate, fresh. Okay, so from here I think we can do, let's go to alright, let's go to some seed. Successful. Wow. So let's see what we have here. Subscription DB. We have the packages. So with this we can send the packages to the subscription table or page rather. User subscription, we could send the subscription package, subscription package, and loop through it. So we are always have the packages. Okay, no, sorry, this subscribe, yeah. Sub packages is going to be the subscription packages. Put that there and send that to the blade. Sub packages, sub packages. So instead of doing this, we could just loop through it for each sub packages as sub. We take this humbly up. We could write sub amount, subtitle, subtitle. Okay, that page is protected. Let's go back to our application. Let's register a new person. We generate the password, register ourselves, we are in. Let's get to the subscribe page. Okay, silver package, gold package, it appears 4 times. Why? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I believe I left the former. Okay, I did this twice, sorry about that. Okay, these are the subscription packages. Let's select this. Whatever we select becomes the amount. So we are making this payment, Travis Green. Okay, okay. We need to do something here. We just need to multiply by 100. Let's try that again. Because the values are in Kobo. Silver, Pina. The email is correct. Okay, so a lot of logic is going to be happening on the callback. So we're going to take it step by step. The payment controller callback. Let's do this. Let's make sure we have the right email. Let's make sure we have the right amount, and every other thing should go smoothly. Let's make sure we have the right user. Then let's make sure we have the right subscription. Okay, here we go. It's a roller coaster. Okay, we have an email. That's good. Let's take away that. I hope we can still go one more time. Okay, we have an amount. Yippee! So for the amount, I think we need to do divided by 100 because it's coming in Kobo. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, so let's refresh this again. Good, that's 2000. Makes sense. So let's see if we can find this user. Not found. The model is not found. Models. I think this should be models. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, good. We have a user. So we're nailing this step by step. We have a user. Do we have a subscription? That's the question right now. Do we have a subscription? Okay, controllers. Subscription package not found. Okay, this is naughty error. We could do subscription package. Okay, so yes, we have a subscription package. It's silver EP. We go step by step. Let's try to write this into the database right about now. Okay, all right, subscription variable. Okay, let's do D and D. All right, let's try that again. Okay, yippee, we have a successful registration, and we need to redirect to success. So let's quickly create that success page. So this is going to be handled by the page controller. This is success. Or rather, this is just a congratulations page. Okay, so we could do this. So we have a success page. by taking all of these out. Alright, we just do h1 subscription successful. Page controller to register that route. So success just returns a simple view. No need for these complications. Alright, so we are going to be removing the crackle very soon. Let's take that away, and we have ourselves a success. So we go subscription successful. Good. I'll just head back to the marketplace. Yeah, so within the marketplace we need to do something. As we display the different products, we want to know which one is actually allowed us to see. Okay, so let's just do a simple trick right here. Let's say we have a button, subscribe. But this is dependent on the package. So within our package, this is depending on the user's subscription. Within our package we have title, we have type, silver, gold, and the rest of them. And within the subscription packages we have title. Okay, but we're going to make a little bit of change here. We're going to see these different packages belong to. Alright, let's just do this. We need access to the user's subscription. So for the user, we can always get his or her subscription by doing subscriptions and return this. Now each user has one subscription, so we can access that by doing this. So we're going to head back to marketplace. Or rather the page controller. Where we will know who the user is. with the subscription he has. Here we have user subscription title. But before we go breaking our pages, I'll just have a simple flow here. Okay. Model injection, subscription error, subscriptions with an S. Okay, let's take away the S. Let's see what we have. Good. Relationship is what we're looking for. One relationship, subscription. It gives us the details of that, so we could have no issues with that. Okay, you are on couldn't get the exact title by marketplace subscription, which is correct. Let's take all of this and see why we don't have something good. Okay, so you are on subscription package. Okay, this is the user subscription. Okay, so we know he's on a subscription package. Alright, wow. Okay, so on the subscription package, we need to do something. You need package. This is going to tell us that it could have one user subscription has one or belongs to the package. Going to be relating with that using the subscription package ID. Subscription package ID. Okay, so let's see how far this goes when we say page controller with subscription with package. Before we break anything, let's have a view of what we are looking at. So we have a relation. The relation should have another relation, which is package. This is awesome. Okay, we head back to our source marketplace. We do subscription, we do package, we do title. Alright, you are on NFT1. Is this supposed to be correct? I don't think so. I was expecting silver. Page controller. We have the users. User has a subscription on the subscription table. The subscription, user subscription belongs to package. Okay. We have one relation, subscription, we are correct. Then from here we have package. The package has okay. I think we're getting this wrong because of the nomenclature we used. Subscription packages. Okay, so the user subscription relates to the subscription packages. Oh, this was a very short journey. We just made it long for ourselves. Subscription package. Okay, we need the subscription package. We can't access that directly. So the subscription let's take a look at the user subscriptions. We have two things, the user and the subscription package. The subscription package links to the subscription packages. Okay, so subscription packages. Okay, so this should work. So we have a relationship. Subscription has packages, or package has silver package. Awesome. So this works. Head back to our page controller, take away the die down, and we release the crackle. So you are on the silver package. Okay, so right about now we know what package this person is on. All we need to do now is make an if statement and say, let's do an if statement here. If, let's take this properly, if this is silver, you could do better. Okay, let's say if the user package is equal to silver, and package type is equal to silver, which you could do better. This is not the right way of doing it, but we get the idea. Let's have subscribed, and let's have it as a success button but disabled. You're not supposed to click that. Alright, so there are two conditions here. You have to be subscribed to silver package, okay. Let's take another condition. Sorry. if your subscription package is gold and this is gold, let's also tell you subscribed. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Wow, awesome. So we could actually update. Let's have a link here that says update subscription. So on clicking that link, we get back to the page where we could change from silver to gold. Okay, but in doing that, the payment controller here will have to be update or create, since we can't have duplicates. And so here we need to do user ID, the user ID, and we need to take away this and end this. Okay, we need this also. Alright, so that's about that. So we are currently on silver. Let's go to gold and see what happens. So we are paying 3,000 naira. Whatever logic we want to happen between the individual packages, we can actually do exactly that. So let's hit pay and head back to our controller. Subscription successful. Let's do our marketplace and see what changes. Good. So this UI could unlock or prevent you from whatever thing you want your user to be prevented from. Thank you very much for staying so long on this tutorial. This is an hour 33 minutes. Thank you so much. If this was helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. God bless you.